Hey juniors, so next week is the week that we are submitting our proposal. We just have a few last things to talk about before we're all done and we're ready to turn it in. So on your desk or in your hand, your advisory teacher should have given you this awesome packet of forms. That's the next thing and the last thing that we're going to talk about. Inside are every form that you need in order to get your proposal approved. It's all in there. Okay, so let's go through those together. On the front, there's a little checklist. See? Checklist of what's inside. You want to make sure that you get all of these taken care of, okay? We're going to talk about them. Some may not apply depending on what your project is, but we're going to talk about each of these pieces, okay? All right, so the first one, the consultant contract form. Go ahead and open it up. The very first form, the consultant contract form, every person will have this. You're going to have your consultant, who is somebody, not your family, 21 years or older, who can teach you how to do the things you need to do. If you're building something, they know how to build things. If you're baking something, they know how to bake. Photography, they know how to take pictures. Okay, this is somebody who's going to be able to teach you how to do what you want to do. So you're going to give them this paper here. You can fill their name, your name in. This is your name at the top. And then on the back, this is all of their things that they need to fill out. Okay, so their name and how much they're going to teach you, what they're going to do, kind of the expectations for them, and then they'll sign at the bottom. Okay? So this is the consultant form is for the person who's going to help you. The client, which is the next form, this is for the person you're making or doing the project for. If you're baking, like my sample proposal, I'm baking, I have 3 clients because I'm making 3 cakes. If you're doing more than one event or more than one thing, then you'll have multiple clients. You need one for each of them to make sure that they're agreeing to the right thing. So if you'll flip this over, and on the back, this is for your client. They're going to fill in all of these things, what they expect from you, what they want you to look for and do, and all of this good stuff. So again, you'll have one for each of the clients, each of the people that you're doing your project for. Flip it over. Parent guardian signature. This is for your mom or your dad or the person in charge of you coming to school. They are going to sign off on the costs. This is the same number that is on your proposal we talked about last week. How much are your estimated costs? You're going to put that in there. They're going to sign, you're going to sign, everybody will have this. Make sure that cost amount is the same as what you put in your proposal, okay? Now the last couple forms in your packet aren't going to be for everybody. There's an off-campus facilities request. If you're doing your project somewhere off-campus, in a shop, or if you're going to be like in a venue, or if you're going to be coaching a team, you need the facilities request saying, yes, it's okay that so-and-so does their project at our place, whatever that is. So make sure you have this. If you're going to be at a rec center, if you're going to be at a church, if anywhere like that, you're going to need permission. So that is for this. Also, if you're building something in like your backyard for your mom or dad, you need to make sure that they're cool with you doing that, right? So make sure that you get that taken care of. And the last piece is going to be if you are doing something on Helix's campus outside of normal school hours. If you're working in a class, then you're the teacher of that class by them signing your consultant form, your client form, or giving you the okay. If it's something outside of school hours, different, you'll have to fill out a facilities request for Helix to make sure that you can get that done too. Okay, again, on the front of this packet is a checklist, all of the things that you need, everything that's in here. On the back of this paper, if you lose something or if you need more, are instructions on how to find these documents and print yourself out some if you lose them or if you need more papers, okay? So everyone has one of these. You will need to be working on getting these filled out. These are not due next week on the 31st. They are not due on the same day that you get your proposal turned in. They are due in order for you to get approved, okay? So while we're looking at and grading your proposal, you'll be getting your forms filled out and figured all out and all of that, and have those ready to go so that when your proposal is graded, we get it back to you, those forms will be ready, okay? So we can hopefully get you approved on your proposal a lot faster. Okay, so looking at our proposal now, if we have, see, yay, here's mine. pull yours up. We're pretty much done. We did all this last week, all this down here we worked on. My stretch, the challenge, my integrity, you left it the way that it is. My goal dates, when might you be done with your project, some little timelines, and your costs. The last things, the forms that I just talked about, these are the last things here. You can delete all these little directions, read through them, make sure you're cool. Delete that. If you have a facilities form that you're gonna have to fill out, then leave this here. Document is attached. If you don't need to get facilities request permission in order to do your project, then you can delete this and put no facilities request needed. Leave the item there though, right? Because we need to be aware that you know that you're good to go. Parent guardian agreement, everyone's having that, required for all students. You can delete that. Document is attached, leave that there. Consultant contract, also required for everybody. Delete this part here. Document is attached, leave it there, filled it in, woo. Okay, then the client contract, like I said, some clients will require more than one, then you'll just need to make that plural. Okay, delete these instructions here. Documents are attached. I'm gonna have 3 clients for my cool baking project. And that's it. And then my proposal is done. Yay! So we talked about forms. We filled that in. Our pieces are all complete. The last thing that we're going to do today in advisory is this cool yes test. Okay, so you should have one in front of you. And I want you to have your proposal up on your screen. Then I actually want you to take your Chromebook and switch it with a buddy that's sitting next to you or around you. Okay, just switch it with somebody else. I'll wait for you to do that. Switch your Chromebook with your proposal up on the screen. And the last little chunk of advisory today, we're going to be going through and filling out this yes test for the Chromebook you have in front of you, for your friend. Whoever your friend is that handed you their Chromebook, you're going to yes test their proposal to make sure that it has all the pieces that it has. So scrolling through, you want to make sure first that it's shared. So you're going to come up here to the shared setting. Click on it. Look at who is it shared with. Shared with Proposal 2020. Ta-da! Done. Awesome. If they did that, mark yes. If they didn't, mark no. Okay? Then we're going to go through each piece of the proposal. You're going to read through the My Idea, make sure it has an overview, make sure it has the date of when it will be completed, the name of the consultant, and why they're the person that can help them with the project, the name of the client and who they are, their credentials, and what kind of evaluations we're going to get. Then the learning steps. Are there at least 5? They need to be. They need to be actual things that the person's going to learn, not I'm going to learn how to communicate. That's not a thing. Like, what are you talking about? You know how to communicate. You're a junior in high school. Okay. So what are they going to have to learn to complete it? If they have all of them, hit yes. If they don't, put no. My learning. We did my plan. They need at least 20-ish steps that they have in here. They're in order: learning, doing, evaluations. The total hours down here is at least 20. And the things they said they were going to learn up here are somewhere included down in here too, probably at the beginning. Okay, so check that, yes or no. Then we're looking at the My Evidence chunk. It has everything copied over from their project guidelines. It should look pretty much similar at the beginning here than to yours. So all the video clips, all the photos, and then the project specific things down here. Okay, make sure they have evaluations in there as well. We changed it to first person. From all the you, the second person was changed to first person. Okay, yes or no on their yes test. Go ahead and mark that. Then the My Stretch piece. This is the part where they talked about the challenge, what's going on, look for something in there, make sure it looks good. The My Integrity wasn't changed. This looks exactly the same. It should look exactly the same as yours. Yes or no that they have that. They have 3 goal dates. They have some costs bulleted out, and they have the forms that they're going to attach. That's it. Mark them yes or no. Make sure that you're honest. If they don't have it, they need to add it. They have 1 week to make it beautiful. So mark that all, hand back the Chromebook, hand them the yes test, and then take a second to talk with them. What do you notice that they need to add and fix? Next week is the week. You have 1 week to make all the changes, make it beautiful, make it lovely, and we'll be submitting them in advisory next week. Have a great rest of the day.